I don't really listen to game
Oh, we're
grumps anymore.
recording now, by the way.
That's fine.
Do you want to leave that in?
Sure. But like,
We don't have to. We
it's
have
just
a lot of
like
content.
Let's Plays now. I mean, they'll like laugh and joke about the game if it's funny and silly things happen.
You ready?
Frustrating things happen.
More chair
But
sounds.
what's great about all Let's Plays is that you can just listen to them. Because they're kind of like podcasts, but they're doing something, you know?
Yeah.
And like,
Oh,
you
wait,
don't even
I
have to, like, most game groups, I like the first 1,000 episodes I've watched, like, they just talk. And that's like a lot of Let's Plays. They
Is
just
this a
make
variation each time of... Oh my god.
jokes. Unnecessary. Unnecessary. I am back.
Nice,
What's up?
I
Let's
threw
go. Let's
you.
go.
I wish I could
I'm
do
hiding.
that in the game.
Hiding.
Oh!
Gordos!
Yeah, it's showing us how terrifying this is going to be. This is the
background
Gordo course.
is just kooky as hell.
Oh, you won the toss-up. Okay.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Nice one. But... Yeah, I love...
Just kidding.
Yeah, Wrecking Crew went on for so long, and it was good gameplay to watch, because I was decent at the game. I wasn't great. In fact, I ended up cheating, which I did a lot in my not earliest videos, but a lot of my early videos, and I regret it. So I'm going to go back and fix that one day, far in the future, because most of those games get re-releases. Fuck!
Did not expect that.
But yeah, just talking about stuff, and that was the first long game I did, so I really got to talk to the viewers there. I told the story of, my dead dog and all that. By the way, before I hit record, David said he was going to start, trying to watch more of my full video.
That's all right.
It's okay, buddy. Did we go back up to where we started the shot? We do. Oh my god. Oh well.
Until we land somewhere.
Okay, great. I mean, it makes sense. I can't really complain. Alright. Yes!
Nice.
Oh.
You won't go off the ledge.
Oh, I didn't go off the ledge! Thanks for the confidence boost. But last time, I promised you we would talk about our Finger People Society that we had very extensively everybody in our 5th grade class doing. Almost everybody, at least.
Oh.
I'm sad for you.
I got Rock Boy, though.
Not if I get him first. I'm not. But,
Mr. Pie?
before
I was
that-
Mr. Pie.
Were you Mr. Pie?
Yeah.
You were Mr. Pie. Okay.
Because I thought lol pie, I like pie was funny to me.
We were weird.
Well, I mean,
That was the XD random phase,
humor was
yeah.
just starting in like
Oh,
cartoons and
To
stuff.
be fair, if it weren't overdone
yes,
so
please.
much back then, which was fine because that was just the era, it would probably still be really funny.
I mean, that was the time. Mainly because like Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Oh, that
Billy-
sort of thing. Yeah, that was
Billy was
hilarious.
like, I
But
like pie, you know.
it's just like in like
It was before regular show Adventure Time kind of happened, so that was like before like that era of lol
Yeah.
random. But it was, like,
I kind of got tired of it by that point. I never got it. The reason I never got into Adventure Time or regular shows because you and Jacob liked it so much, and I was like, I didn't realize that, of course,
Hey!
at the time. I made up stupid reasons, but I realize it now. Where's that other enemy? Oh, the Mr. Frosty? No, that's not Mr. Frosty. I don't remember that guy's name.
What was you? Pork Rind.
Oh, okay, but before we get into the hand people, I just pissed like a liter in there, I want to say, and I want to know in the comments, this is the comment question of the day. Have you ever, tried to pee in a regular liter water bottle, and it ended up, being too much piss?
Yes!
Nice!
Boy!
Very
Look
nice.
at you, boy!
Because, anytime I've ever had to pull over and piss in a water bottle, because I've had to piss that
I've
badly,
done it 1,000 times.
does it ever, overflow?
That's why. That's the thing. It's like if you got to be able to stop.
You can't do that, though, right? You're a man. You can't stop
You
pissing.
can't stop your stream.
No.
Sometimes I fuck it up.
I mean, I can for a second, but it burns. It's your button press.
Well, see,
Because you won. It's your victory A
I have a
button press.
strong urethra.
I guess I have a weak urethra then. Ah.
But back to the story about when we used to finger ourselves.
Yeah. Nice. David's getting pretty tired by this point. So am I, honestly. It's 10 p.m. We've been up since 6. I've been up since 6. You were up even earlier. And we got to get up at
actually,
6
I got
again
up at
because
6:10.
I got to take him to work. And I do not mind taking you to work Monday. Yeah,
we
sorry.
hyped it up in the last video. Now we're
I
talking
know,
about
I know. I'm sorry. It's clickbait. You gotta make them
shit.
wait. It gets them to watch the video.
Yo, your video better when you make your thumbnail.
I'm gonna-
Even though it's
oh.
just gonna be footage of this, like that's gonna be the shot, isn't it?
I mean, it can be whatever. She's the one making the thumbnails.
Oh,
Of course
makes thumbnails.
Yeah. She didn't make the first 16 Let's Plays.
That's cute. I didn't know that.
But yeah, she made the first
I love
few
that she
Earthbound
does
ones.
stuff with you. I love it.
Yeah, it's
I
really,
didn't
she used
expect
to
her
not
pop
be
up in the
involved, but she's gotten. Yeah, I always wanted to do Earthbound with her because she's the only person I know who's ever beaten the game. She likes the Earthbound series almost as much as I do, and I've never met anybody who even remotely likes it that much.
I
closely.
appreciate the franchise.
Well, yeah. I'm not saying, nobody's a true fan, so they suck. But Earthbound, is technically 2-player the whole time, because the second controller can control it. So that's why I had a guest in the first place. It was nice and sweet. She really helped me not take the whole thing too seriously, because it was my favorite game of all time, So I was really worried I was going to take it too seriously.
Maybe I'd play Earthbound if you played my favorite game of all time.
What's your favorite game of all time? I should know this. Is it Left 4 Dead 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I thought it was a trick question for some reason. I don't know why.
Well,
I will
it's
eventually
a bit of an
play
iffy
it.
question because
I gotta buy it. I don't have it. Or I could just use your Steam account.
my laptop. Bring it over.
That's true. Yeah, actually, we could play it,
Unless
side by side.
I could just let you play it or we
No.
can play it together.
I mean,
it should
it-
be like $10 right
I'm
now.
gonna be honest. If you gave it to me because I have to play games in a certain order, I'd never get to it.
I know.
Like
You keep
I'll say,
restarting for the last decade and you'll never get into the 2000s. So you'll never truly experience what a 2000 game even feels like.
okay, that's not exactly true. For the channel, I've made it all the way from 1980, well, 1981 technically, to not there yet. Sorry, 1994. That's a lot of games. This is the 69th game. I've stuck to my guns for 5 years now. It feels pretty great.
That's true, yeah.
That's an achievement for me. To not start something over after 5 years is huge. But I've thought about it. I think about it probably every month, wanting to start it over and do a new channel. Especially because my early content, sometimes I'll listen to it and I'll think, oh, it's so bad.
Yeah.
And it's really not that bad. It's just, I can get a little obnoxious. And I said a lot of offensive stuff, which sometimes I still think it's funny because I'm juvenile. But just like when I'm not expecting it, I'm like, did I really say that? Like, did he really just say that? But it's me to myself.
Oh, he didn't just say what I think he did he?
Because if it's not Nirvana or Eminem, I don't like it. That's something David used to say a lot as a joke to me because I was very white and
It wasn't a joke.
I liked other stuff. I made people think I literally only listened to Nirvana, and then when I'd show them my playlist, they'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, I was talking
didn't
to a
believe me.
coworker, and I literally was able to only, he mentioned Hobson. And I was like, wait, isn't Hobson the mama with the pots of pans in the kitchen?
See,
Something like that. And he was like,
I'm so
yeah,
proud of
dun,
you.
dun.
Oh, he knew the song too, bless you. Because nobody knows that song anymore. That was his first quote-unquote hit, I guess. But it didn't really get too big until after he blew up. But everybody mostly knows him for his shitty, like, trap-esque stuff now. Which I can't stand, bless you. Oh my god, so I can tell this decently funny story. It's mostly funny because it was just iconic for a while. One of the last times I saw David for a long time was right after I moved out of my parents, and he came over for my birthday. And we went for a ride in his car somewhere, and he played Post Malone, I think. It was some mumble rap. And then we were making fun of it, and it sounded identical to the song. And David got so mad because he was in such a shitty mood.
Honestly, that's just...
that he was supposed to hang out for a while. He showed up really late, and we were being just making fun of him for his choice in music, and so he stayed there at my house, at my apartment for like 30 minutes, and then we got in the car, went to the store for a minute, and listened to that, and then he got mad that when we all got out of the car, he drove off.
I was in a bad place and I haven't seen you guys in a long time, and the first thing I found I wanted to show you guys, and you just shat.
We didn't realize you really wanted to show it to us, but no, David's whole music taste for a while in our freshman year of high school was mostly what I showed him. He had this MP3 player and I loaded it up.
You dick.
Yeah.
It sounds like bands and musicians were never like my obsession like you.
Yeah. Well, see,
like a lot of people.
I didn't get into that until
music like everyone, but I never got into music like as passionately as everyone else ever.
No, I was the same way until I was about 12 or 13.
Still, even though I'm now finding like I have a mixed playlist. I listen to it at work.
But he was like my horrible creation for a while, where the only songs he knew outside of, like popular radio hits and like classic rock, thank God that his dad likes, like a decent father.
I'm actually so fucking sick of classic rock.
Oh God, I get that way sometimes, especially riding in the car with my dad.
No, my dad always plays Kiss. Like, he has the same Spotify playlist.
See, my dad was never that into Kiss, so I haven't...
This isn't
it's not
thing in the world.
It's not something I could really, really get into. Like, I like Kiss, but...
I do too, but, like, I just...
Like, I probably...
I love the stage
I
presence.
probably couldn't even listen to a full album at once.
I like the look and the stage presence and the, like, theatrics, because their shows are known as, like, some of the biggest explosive shows.
You didn't... You also didn't. Oh, shot. Oh, but I was gonna say. So he would like walk around quoting, like really obscure, unreleased Nirvana and Eminem tracks, because that's all I would put on his MP3 player. And Starbomb. He wanted a Starbomb album, but like I had bred this creation that only listened to
Nice.
the really obscure music I like to listen to. So it was nice when you got your own music that you liked.
Aw, that's sad.
Well, you got the stars temporarily.
Oh, I'm a rock!
But it was so funny. And not like a way that was bad, like a joke toward you. It was a joke toward me. Because I just loaded his MP3 player with 30-minute sound collages that Kurt Cobain did.
I'm still in love with that.
It's really...
a year or two ago, I would just sit in my room and get baked as fuck and just listen to that in, like, the early hours in the morning.
And
I used to try to, like, remember it, I still remember, like...
Yeah.
In order. Like, it's been a hot minute,
Also, that's something Needle can do. It can stop on ledges.
Cool.
So that's useful to know.
And,
even though we're close to the end here.
Like, my favorite part of, Montage of Heck was probably,
The Swingin' Holy Gully?
No. It's not my favorite. What the fuck?
I quoted that in my sound collage, if you'll remember that I
my
made.
favorite,
because I thought it was your favorite. That was a tribute to you, David.
I liked it, but it wasn't my favorite.
But I remember you came up to me after I put it on your... That is the best part. Mr. Pig is the living God!
The living God!
Nobody else thought that was funny except you, so I'm glad.
I thought it was more badass than funny.
I thought it was
one of the coolest lines in it.
It was supposed to be hilarious, definitely, but just like, because Kurt Cobain took this like children's something sample of Mr. Pig, and then some sample of some guy saying "Is the living God," and it was beautiful. Nice one.
Come on, come on.
How long can you bounce?
What the hell? Does it keep going?
No, because you're losing height every time. How long can it go?
I'm gonna find it. No, I quit.
Putting in a cheat
I'll
code.
keep going. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Oh my God!
Okay, pulsating.
I love pulsating, dude.
What is my favorite? That's probably my favorite part of it.
We're talking about Montage of Heck by Nirvana, technically.
My other favorite part is that I just don't want to... That's probably my other favorite part.
No, that was something I made. Cody helped me with it. But so Cody had this song that he was so proud of. One time, when he came back from a different school, because he got taken away from his parents for a short time, as usual, it happened a lot.
Oh shit! Fuck.
Well, his dad was dead. Still is dead. But he would actually. I just got really paranoid, so I'm gonna check the recording.
What?
Sorry for the cut, folks. Ooh, I accidentally put both my headphones on and I couldn't hear anything. Except the game, obviously. God, I'm getting rest tired. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So we had this ag class because we took it for an easy A, which they told us this is not an easy A, but it was the easiest class I've ever taken of any kind.
The literal...
Second easiest. I had a class where I literally
final,
did nothing.
We filled out the study guide. If you have your study guide, just use it on the final.
I had a class from one of the ag teachers called Organizational Leadership, and he said, we're not going to be doing anything in this class on the first day. I didn't sign up for the class. He said, we're going to be doing nothing, so if you guys just want to help me with stuff or just hang out, sit around and talk, that's cool. We'd had a midterm and a final, and it was like an open-ended, like, what have you learned about leadership? And everybody got like 100% on it. But anyway, back to the ag class. So Cody had come back. And I said, okay, break the ice with the teacher and tell her, since you didn't fill out one of the forms before you went to pet the goats, that you're going to sue the school. Just as a joke, because I thought it was funny. Why am I going for your star? I don't want that. Oh, shit. I love the trampolines now.
The joke didn't go over.
Yeah. So she got really mad. It called her husband, the other ag teacher, and she was also a bitch that semester because she was pregnant. No offense, I don't mean
That's
this.
a tad misogynistic, pal.
No, I mean because, you know.
Women, am I right?
No, I mean like, yeah, I would be in a bad mood too if I were pregnant. And I mean, I would probably also take it out on high school kids I didn't know very well who are little assholes. I'm not saying I blame her. Same with our 4th grade teacher earlier. What have I done? So I'm not saying I blame them as people. I don't like that they castrate goats with no anesthesia. That's horrible. So I don't think she's a great person. But anyway, and they suspended us from doing anything in the ag class. So she said, who was involved in this joke? And Cody raised his hand, obviously, because he told the joke. And I raised my hand and said, I told him to say it. Because I wanted to save him from being in trouble on his first day back to school. And then they said, okay, who else? As if there was anybody else involved in a one-liner joke to break the ice all innocently with the teacher. And David raised his hand and said, I laughed at it. And they said, okay, all 3 of you, you're sitting in a room while we go outside and pet the goats. And so Cody... This is all to explain an irrelevant story, pretty much, but I thought that was so funny.
No,
I kept staring at this other guy who thought the joke was hilarious.
Oh yeah, we were a
friend
little bit of this.
He was like, oh, I'm not getting in trouble, man. like you laughed at the joke. But he got so nervous. He wasn't
to the point where in the past I wouldn't have said a thing, but I was like, they were really like, who else? We know there's someone else. Yeah, I laughed.
You either said I laughed at her,
I said I
thought it was funny.
No, I said I laughed at it. I love it. It was us.
They got so pissed.
And then we just hung out with one of the other teachers
in
this room,
care.
and we just had a blast, just hanging out like for a good week or 2.
Yeah, no, it might have been 2. I think it was just a week, and they were like, okay, you guys can come back as long as you promise not to make any more remarks about suing the school. And then Cody made another remark, and he said, I'm just trying to make a joke, okay? I won't make any more jokes. She said, I think she said nothing and walked away. I can't remember. But in any case, while we were sitting in there, and that other teacher who really didn't care about the detention or the joke or anything, in his classroom, Cody wrote this song he thought was hilarious called The D.
Wasn't it like, it was kind of a total ripoff
of My Dick by Mickey Avalon? Yeah. Except Cody hadn't heard it at that point.
Oh, I thought he just...
No, he actually hadn't heard it.
I thought he would have...
No, he heard it not long after we made it. But Cody recorded the vocals. The song sucks, by the way. like most of our music back then. I mean, it's a neat idea, but Mickey Avalon did it way, way, way infinitely better, obviously. But I was like, Cody, what do you want me to do? Like, it's kind of awkward. We should have an intro and an outro, and I need you to help me with the beat. And he fell asleep and said, you do it. So I banged on my snare drum out of rhythm for the beat and looped it, like, in Audacity with the, Is this the final hole? This is one of the final holes. Obviously, because we're in the final chorus.
It looks like we're in the final hole.
This is a toughie right here. It's a hard-on. That's not what I meant to say. Okay.
Continue with the D.
So I banged on my snare drum. I didn't cut out like the beginning of me pressing record or anything on the snare drum, so it was all horribly offbeat. And I said, okay, Cody, wake up. Wake up. We're going to record barbershop quartet sounds. So we did that, and that was the whole beat. My snare drum that's out of tune, which a snare drum can be out of tune, by the way, and sound like shit. But I got that for junior high band. I was not in high school band because that was like a cult. But then I was like, okay, what do you want me to do for the intro and the outro? And I don't know whose idea it was, but I took Andy Griffith samples from the Andy Griffith show, and it was called Nighttime with Andy. And I was like, welcome to Nighttime with Andy. I'm Andy Griffith. And I had cricket sounds, and it was supposed to sound like he was sitting on his porch, like in several episodes. It's like, today's lesson is on obedience. Now, Opie, bend over. I just don't want to. Then I'm going to have to give you a proper lashing. That line Cody wrote. And Opie said, I still don't want to. And it cut off so abruptly because I edited out a line. And then at the end, we edited this whole scene where Barney is teaching Opie how to fight, you know, and Cody replaced some of the words with a really like close up to the microphone saying the D, and we thought it was the funniest thing ever.
I mean, it was pretty funny. Were like the next thing.
If we had kept up with it and kept writing and gotten better, I think we would have actually like at least had a very good underground following as musicians. I think we legitimately could have done it if we kept working at it.
Absolutely.
Like, no brainer about that. And as shitty as our rap songs might have been, some of them were decent quality. Like, I think I have a verse and a half, or two halves of a verse I could salvage and not edit.
Redneck City?
No, not Redneck City. That was a song I wrote.
Redneck City!
But actually, the last two verses I ever wrote. From Chicks Dig Me, if you'll remember. I showed you that like only a year ago. First time you came over here to my new house. Well, not new. Had this house for over a year and a half. Sorry, that was a very oddly specific story, so that probably bored a lot of people, but, you know, who cares? It's good for us to reminisce on. Kirby? I'm sad. I'm very sad.
I just heard the death song. I haven't been hearing anything this whole time. I heard it.
I'm so sorry. Well, next time, okay, anytime, if I don't remember to tell you to bring headphones or ask you to bring headphones, telling you that's kind of rude. Please try your best to remember so you can actually hear.
I'm not really worried about it. I'm more worried. I like just talking. It's fine.
I mean, yeah. But the game, the soundtrack is so good.
This game.
Oh, yeah. You should play this. I mean, you had it.
I just want to touch more Kirby games. That's also another thing.
You have some of the best. I think Kirby's Adventure might be my favorite. Kirby Superstar and Kirby's Dream Land 3. Kirby's Dream Land 3 is... Oh. What?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Kirby's Dream Land 3 is okay. Fuck.
Nice.
Oh. Still alright, though. But, oh, okay.
Frick.
I'm just kind of glad the hole's over. No! You still have a shot.
You know what I'm about to do?
Can you knock me into the hole?
I'm about to mess your entire world up.
I haven't seen that happen, but I bet you can knock me into the hole. So
Motherfucker!
Please knock me into.
Oh,
Damn it.
I was wanting to knock you.
No!
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, you're on
No!
good ground. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it can't get any worse. Uh-oh.
You knocked me.
Uh-oh.
Holy shit!
I was trying
Talk about a combo!
I was trying to help you.
You cost me like 30
Why
health.
are you there?
Because that was where I was.
That's horseshit. I guess we're gonna do the same thing.
It didn't even do you any good.
Oh, I wanna hit you again. Oh, shit.
As sick as that combo was, it didn't get you any points.
And now I'm just sitting there being all sad.
Being all angry,
Where were
Kirby.
we?
I don't remember. Our memories are getting slow because we're tired.